Hello friends, Joe here from Vox Pictoria, and I have some news today that I'd like to share with you. I'm relaunching this YouTube channel. Gave it up a couple years ago because of all the reasons that people typically give up the YouTube channel. Felt I was kind of like living a lie, wasn't being myself, a bit stuffy. I was running out of ideas and I was just lobbing videos over the fence to try to make a video, gotta make a video. We're dropping all that. I've actually missed it quite a bit, so I think it's going to be part of my life moving forward. So I want to welcome you back, welcome me back. I'm changing the format here a little bit. It's not going to be so structured. I think one of the things I fell into before was having to have a niche, which my niche was like how to survive in the corporate world because I have all that experience. So I made like 50 videos teaching people how to survive in the corporate world, and there were no views. Part of that was because I don't think I was being honest. I don't think I was being real, and it was a little stuffy, and maybe people don't care about that subject matter. So now all that's out the window. I'm just doing the channel for me. It's kind of a record of my life. And we got some broad categories that I'm going to focus on. One of them is cooking, plant-based cooking. I'm a plant-based eater, so we'll get into that and why. I'm trying to learn how to play the guitar, and I've been trying to learn for about 6 or 7 years now, and I'm currently the world's worst guitar player. But I've learned a lot and I've made a lot of mistakes, and I think that some of the things I can teach people who might be interested in learning how to play the guitar, that might help people. So that's another big focus of this channel. I want to try and help people out there. There's a community of people who I may be able to reach, who may find some of the material I put out there useful. I live here in the Boston area, so I want to bring elements of that into the story. Reading. I think reading is one of the most important things that people can do, and I think we're losing a lot of readers. People aren't reading as much as I feel they should. And I think that's terrible for the individual and for society as a whole. So reading is so important. I mean, getting off the screen and having a book in your lap and turning the pages and reading. It is so valuable and so nourishing to a person. So I want to make the point about share what I'm reading, share whether I'm excited about it, share what I'm getting from it. So mostly fiction. But lately I've been reading a lot about history. And I think now's an important time to read about history and learn more about history. The other thing that I will have to admit, which is hard for me to admit here, but I want to make this part of the channel, is that for my whole adult life, I've tried to be a writer. There, I said it. Now you know. I want to be a successful fiction writer. And the people closest to me know this, and I've been saying that I want to do it for decades, but I haven't really got much to show for it. And I think now's the time. And I want to help other people who might be struggling, who might say, maybe I could write, and they don't know how to start. And we can go through that journey together. And I'll hold myself accountable, right? So I have to write something, and I'll show up here and I'll either say, I wrote this week, or I didn't write. And I'm working on a novel. There, I said it, now you know. I've got a series of short stories that I'm working on. These things take a long time. You can't just sit down and write it and it comes out. You need to think about it. You need to plan it out. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So with this channel relaunch, I'm going to do things like that. I'm going to do product reviews, things that are in my life that I'm excited about. I'll share that. And yeah, I hope you'll come along with me and just have an open heart and an open mind. And if you subscribe to this channel, that's great. It's free. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. I think there's a misnomer there. People think like subscribing costs money. It doesn't. It's free. You can subscribe and unsubscribe anytime you want. So that helps me out if you do that. So as we go along, I'd be grateful for that. And you're just going to come along in the journey here and see what's going on in my life, the life of Joe here at Vox Pictoria. I'll share elements of my life. And again, the goal is to maybe make you feel better after the video than you did coming to the video. Not that you're necessarily in bad shape coming in, but that's a goal, to make you feel better and let you know that these are interesting times we live in. But we can't lose sight of the individual. The individual is so important, and that's you, and that's me. So that's the news. We got a big channel relaunch here. I just want to quickly share the equipment I'm using. That was another problem I had in the past. Like 2 years ago, I stopped the channel. I still have the same equipment. I've got this microphone, which is great, but it's got a wire on it. It's not Bluetooth. And I'm videoing this on my iPhone 11. I know, iPhone 11 is so ancient. It runs on sperm whale oil. And I have to crank it up to get it to run. It's very old, so but I'm going to do a little bit more video editing. And what else? The lighting. Hold on. Let me put the light on above. See if that makes a difference. See if that helps us out. Just going over here, turn the light on. I think I forgot to do that at the beginning here, but that might be better. So we're going to get better at this as we go along. I'm going to get better at this as I go along. You're going to laugh. You're going to have an open heart and an open mind. You're going to say, there's a guy who's really trying, so let's give him a shot. And the goal, again, to help out, but personal goal, get better at doing these videos. And I think it's just going to be part of my life as I go forward, and I want to do it. And that's it for now. Talk to you later. See you in the next one. Bye. Hey, do something nice for yourself, okay?